Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I just came back from camping. It was a week-long trip. So it gave me a chance to really not be around a lot of technology and just focus on what kind of videos I do want to make. So there was a few ideas that I had. One of them which I'm gonna cover today, of course, and the other one was why kids today needs to be more conservative more than ever. And then yesterday, or actually today, I woke up and I guess Kamala, she had her Las Vegas rally. Well, we all know she doesn't know how to come up with words, and she's definitely not very intelligent. So now at this Las Vegas rally, she started copying Trump's speech or Trump's policies per se. Like in this video, I'll just show you.
So this is the first time I've said this, and for those hotel workers and people that get tips, you're going to be very happy, because when I get to office, we are going to not charge taxes on tips, people making tips.
Fast forward yesterday, Kamala had a Las Vegas rally, and she now claiming to have this policy that she came up with, no tax on tips.
Because when I get to office, we are going to not charge taxes on tips, people making tips.
Eliminate taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers.
So anyway, so I thought of maybe I should just do a video on that. And maybe I will. Maybe if I have time sometime today, I might do a video on that as well. But anyways, today we're gonna talk about AI.
I will destroy humans.
So first of all, why we're diving into this topic? I mean, you all know for this whole past year or past 2 years, I remember when the first photos came out from one of the AIs that done those photos. They look super realistic. It looked like somebody had taken a photo in a room full of people. They're partying, but these photos were taken on a camera with the flash or a film camera with the flash on it. They were so realistic, but that was 2 years ago. And if you really zoom in, you can kind of see, okay, these photos aren't really real. And fast forward now we have the super realistic videos and photos. I'm sure you guys seen Sora, but it's kind of scary because AI is going to put a big impact on how US elections are held or how the misinformation or disinformation is going to spread. And in the past 1 week, I've been seeing these photos. Kamala Harris camping allegedly shared those photos as legit photos. But anyways, it's just a very scary time on what to believe and what not to believe. I know a lot of my whenever I'm looking at something, I fact check everything, and I'm sure I have been wrong before. I will be wrong plenty of time in the future. You guys all seen Biden in the past 3-4 years, how many times he either stumbled on stairs, does random things, he needs assistance walking. And I have actually seen all those videos while like live when he's actually talking in front of a camera from either CNN or MSNBC. None of those videos were edited. When I would show those videos to my liberal friends, they didn't believe in any of those. They thought they were AI generated deepfakes. But I think AI is just being in a very early stage still, and most people don't have any literacy regarding AI, and especially elderly people. I bet you 99% of the AI generated photos, if you show them to an elderly person, they will believe that that is true, which is very scary because we have a lot of older elderly people in this generation who grew up with no technology at all, and now they're living in the times of AI where you can't tell apart what is real and what is not. And I think from now on to next 4 months up all the way till the election, there's going to be a lot of deepfakes, a lot of misinformation, and not just on one side, on both sides. I think like both on the right side and the left side. Like on my, obviously you know how echo chambers work. On my Twitter I see a lot of stuff like from the right side, and it feels like an echo chamber. And a lot of the time I see a lot of this misinformation get spread around. And I'm just telling people, like, just don't reshare things, don't repost things until you're absolutely sure that that thing is true. But people do it anyways, both on the left and the right.
Excuse me?
I know my truth.
Did you say I know my truth?
AI isn't just a futuristic concept anymore. It's here, and it's playing a bigger role in the politics than ever before. I mean, campings have been using data to guide their campings for years, but with AI, it's just going to get even more detailed and crazy. They can analyze a voter behavior on a level that was unimaginable just a decade ago. Think about it. Every ad you see, every email, not only that, a lot of the Hollywood movies you watch, they all are tailored for you specifically. Imagine this, like an AI algorithm shifting through mountains of data to figure out exactly what message will resonate with each voter. That's just scary. And it doesn't matter if you're in front of Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, anything. AI these days is just behind everything. Even if you're just getting text messages, like one of those text messages from a campaign, depending on what you answer, AI is behind that too. It's like the AI is speaking directly to you. It just, on a technology perspective, is really fascinating, but it is just scary times to be living. I think to me, still the darkest side is just AI generated videos, deepfakes, because most people just cannot tell them apart. Yeah, a lot of the young people who spend a lot of time on the internet, they can tell exactly what they're looking at, but a lot of older generation who can barely use their flip phone still cannot tell them apart. No, I'm not saying AI is just bad overall. There are a lot of cool things you can do with AI. You can use AI for creative purposes, even in the election. Like, I'm not saying AI is just completely bad to use in elections. You can use AI in a pretty cool ways to increase voter engagement. And AI chatbots can like help people understand the whole process on how to register to vote, finding like polls and learning about their local candidates that they're voting for. I mean, these are tools, and these tools are there for people to make it easier to understand and get into this process. And that is a good thing for democracy. The more engaged and informed voters we have, the better. But then, of course, with all this power, there are some serious ethical concerns. We've seen it for the past 1 year. ChatGPT, OpenAI have been very biased about a lot of the issues. So how do we make sure AI isn't being used to manipulate voters to spread biased information? And what about privacy? As we rely more on AI, we need to really think about how AI can be used during elections. Do we need more regulations? Do we need less regulations? What exactly do we need? These are really tough questions, but they really do need to be addressed before it's too late. I feel like we're living in an episode of 1984, which if you haven't read that book, I really recommend it. So as we head into 2024 election, AI is going to be a forefront of how campaigns are run and how we make decisions as a voter. What do you think? Is AI good for elections? Are you worried like I am? Let's talk about it in the comments below. And like always, thanks for watching. And if you really like that video, please hit the like button, subscribe. I'm trying to make more of these videos every week. I always wanted to just make videos for like a YouTube channel and just talk about things like I have in my mind all the time, but I was just afraid for the longest of time of the repercussions from my work and school, but I just don't care anymore. So anyways, thank you for watching. Have a good week.